Good morning.
Again.
So you're with the Self Love Sisters. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Kelly.
And today we're talking about do not fear the new economy. And we were just having a conversation before about how we've actually already been through this type of thing before. If you, Kelly was talking about losing the 1 and 2 cent pieces.
Yep.
And in New Zealand, they've actually got rid of the 5 cent pieces as well. So there was a little bit of fear around that, thinking that all the prices were going to go up and then getting your head around rounding up or rounding down. So we all managed to overcome that. Then if you remember when you used to travel overseas, you used to take traveller's checks and even paying for your groceries with checkbooks. So they're all gone now, and we've gone on to plastic. So your EFTPOS card, your Visa, your MasterCard, and all of that is just ones and zeros in cyberspace.
Yep.
So it's not a far stretch to go from that to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So yeah, you want to talk a little bit about that, Cal?
Sure. So when we talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, we're talking about a new way of transacting that it actually takes a step away from the banks as being the middlemen in the transaction, and you go direct from peer to peer. So what you're doing is you're setting up your own, effectively you're setting up your own bank.
Yep.
You become your own banker, you take control of your own finances, and which means that you're actually taking control of your financial destiny. So within the cryptocurrency space, as of today, we're looking at 1,326 different cryptocurrencies. So while we all hear about Bitcoin, there are actually a whole heck of a lot of other cryptocurrencies that are sitting out inside this space. So with Bitcoin, we're talking about peer-to-peer transactions. With all the other coins, we're talking about that too. And it's about taking control of your finances. It's about actually taking responsibility for your own life and your own finances. You know, I think that we've given away a lot of power, of our own power, to banks, to people who we consider authorities on different things. And this is a day and a time where, you know, we've got the internet, we can Google anything, we can get ourselves educated, and it really is up to us to take responsibility for that. We are no longer victims of an institution or a government or an organisation that is doing things to us, but we actually have the power and the ability to research what's best for us and to make decisions for ourselves. It's no longer a cookie cutter world where one size fits all, but you know, if you do your own research, look at what you want to achieve in life, what your personal financial goals are, where you want to be 1, 3, 5 years from now, and you can make a plan to achieve that. And that's what we're saying. We're saying don't fear the new economy because you're in charge.
Yes.
You really are in charge. It's up to you to take control and get educated, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to help you every step of the way. We, as you know, we're into baby steps. One step at a time is the only way you can get anywhere, and that's really what we're here to say. There's nothing to fear if you are willing to do the work to get yourself educated. And it's not like you have to get some big degree. You just have to learn a little bit each day, one step at a time, learn one new thing, implement it, and carry on the next day doing the same thing. So is there anything that I have missed or anything you want to add to that, Lace?
I don't think so. I think you said it really well when you said about we become our own bank and that we're responsible for what happens to our money. And that in itself can be a little bit scary as well. So there is a real need to be able to educate yourself in this space because it's not going away.
It's not going away. That's one thing for sure. We've seen, we'll go back into the history of money a little bit. We've seen shells and rocks being exchanged as items of value. We've seen bartering your chickens for your cows, oranges and apples for whatever was of value in exchange. We've seen gold and metals be exchanged as tokens of value, and now we've seen paper, which was meant to be a representation of that gold value,
That's right. Which has gone to even our money is now no longer
yeah,
paper.
not even paper, it's plastic.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've already lived through the evolution of money, and this is just the next step, and we're just saying be aware that this is the next step.
Yeah.
Don't bury your head in the sand, because this is coming and it's not going away. Just like gold is never coming back as a way to transact,
Yes.
as a form of currency, our paper and plastic notes are going to be going the way of the gold.
And it's not going to be a fast transition. You do definitely have time to follow it through. I mean, Bitcoin has been around for 9 years already. So it's not going to be an overnight thing. You've got time to educate yourself and just be aware of what's happening around you.
Yep. So that's all we have to say for today. Just really, it's about you taking control. It's about not being fearful, because you can get yourself educated.
Yeah.
And it's about taking those baby steps once again to getting to where you want to go. Because remember, this is your one and only life.
Yes.
Well, actually, might not be your only life, but that's another story for another day. But this is the life that you have right now. So make the most of it, and just, you know, get what you want out of it. Make sure you're taking those steps to move yourself forward. And that's a wrap from me.
Ka kite anō.
Ka kite anō.